For the question that just got asked in the chat, the new video is a short, and you can watch it in about 45 seconds. And it's one of the funniest things I've ever made. Out here waiting for new music to drop from Datura LaCroix. Sup? Hello, everybody. It's kind of a crazy day. We're gonna do some fun nonsense today involving continuing, perhaps even finishing our analysis of the first book. But then House of the Dragon dropped a new trailer, so we are gonna watch the House of the Dragon trailer. There's a fun thing on the new mic. One of the benefits of having like a real mic is that it has an emergency button, so you smack the top again, and then suddenly you're back in. So if I need to sneeze, just and then wham, I come back. All right, we got some housekeeping here during stall. Who's excited for housekeeping? Who do we got in here right now? Trippy Dead, welcome to the party. Mayo, hello, it's good to see you. Yeah, Wesley says, I'm so conflicted. Do I hang out in the chat for the INC stream? Or do I go watch the new video that apparently features Glidus? The new video does not feature Glidus. The video features me pretending to have caught Glidus in a saw trap. I don't know. It's stupid. Welcome, everybody. I talk about this a lot. I discuss finding the funny quite a bit. And here I am. I spent the morning like doing real stuff, like doing real things. Hello, cat. Can you hear me recording? And that's when you come over. You only come over when I'm recording. You never bother me any of the rest of the time. And now, yes, you can come up. It's fine. Yes. And so now here I am at the beginning of the stream. I just sat down. I got some water. We're all relaxing here together. And I need to figure out a way to find the funny, right? I now need to be hilarious for 3 hours. And I think that the best way to do that is to have like consistent bits. Cats famously love routines. This is officially Medium Dragon, or does Dunkin' Egg now count as a dragon show since there are no dragons? Excellent question, Mayo. We have. Hang on, I'll bring us over here so that we can sort of discuss it. Give me one of these. Okay, so like if we're doing like a dragon show analysis. Oh wait, hang on. This is a spoiler for later. There it is. We're doing dragon show analysis. We know we have a bad dragon show. Right, this is pretty well indisputable. We then have the good dragon show, which is Dunkin' Egg. We then have the median dragon show. This is House of the Dragon. This is distinct from the average dragon show, which I think is still this one. I think this is also the average dragon show. Right, that because the average level of quality, right? It's like, what is it? It's like 99996, probably like 9996731, right? Something like that. And this does average out to, like, this is House of the Dragon is like 8-6 so far, right? Something like that. And Dunk and Egg is like 9. So I think Game of Thrones is in fact still the average dragon show. Dunk and Egg had Aerion and he is a dragon. Dunk Targaryen. Yeah, median, not medium is an important distinction. Where is Dragon Tales on this list? All right, we'll scroll down. We'll go down to ranking dragon shows. We can do that. That's kind of funny. Yeah, you guys want to do that before we get into House of the Dragon? We can rank dragon shows. Hang on, y'all, bring us over here. I'll make us a new, yeah, there we go. So, list dragon shows. It's Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, and Game of Thrones is like a 4, right? It's like a 4 out of 10, I think is probably fair. It probably averages out to like a perfect like 6, right? It's like, oh, yep, Shrek. Shrek is a dragon show. Shrek 2, Shrek the Third, and Shrek Forever After. Shrek is a Thundar. I don't know Thundar. I don't know Eureka's Castle. We are gonna do what's it called? We are gonna do Dragon Tales. Go ahead and get Dunk and Egg in here. American Dragon Jake Long. Long is a dragon show. Wait, movies cannot count. Why? We can do whatever we want. It's our show. Eureka's Castle, cowboy out here asking the real questions. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Surely this isn't the. How about Reign of Fire? How about Yu-Gi-Oh? The Pyramid of Light. Wait, no, I'm sorry. We decided we're not doing so just Yu-Gi-Oh? Is Yu-Gi-Oh a dragon show? This is a good question. How to Train Your Dragon. Guardians of Berk, is that what it's called? Are there not a lot of dragon shows? Yu-Gi-Oh is a dragon show, I'm being told. Pokemon is not a dragon show. Pokemon is not a dragon show. Pokemon is a Pokemon show. Pokemon is Pokemon. Yu-Gi-Oh is a dragon show. Dragons are one of the like central conceits of the show. Pokemon is not a dragon show. Charizard is a dragon. That is true. There's a dragon type in Pokemon that is also true. Pokemon is not a dragon show. Yeah, I know there's dragon types. Pokemon is not a dragon show. Jackie Chan Adventures is absolutely a dragon show. Pokemon is not a dragon show. Pokemon is Pokemon. Pokemon is not a dragon show. This is a terrible take. What's the matter with you guys? No, Pokemon's not a dragon show. Pokemon is Pokemon. Pokemon is a monster show, not a dragon show. That's the phrase I was looking for. Yes, Pokemon is Pokemon is Pokemon. What's House of the Dragon? Game of Thrones is like 4. House of the Dragon is like a 7. House of the Dragon's good. Yu-Gi-Oh is also like a 7. Jackie Chan Adventures, honestly, like an 8.5. Dragon Tales, like incredibly well-founded 9. Dunk and Egg, also 9. American Dragon Jake Long, probably like a 7. Pokemon is not a dragon show. Critical Role, but Pokemon is a dragon show. Is Critical Role a dragon show? Critical Role. What's it called? What's the Critical Role show called? HR Puffin stuff. Have I gotten Ligmud? That's what I was looking for. Legend of Vox Machina. Legend of Vox Machina. Hang on. All right, I'm going back to Facecam. We're looking up what's it called? HR Puffin stuff? What is HR Puffin stuff? HR Puffin stuff. What the hell? What am I looking at? Dude, what the hell? Is this guy a dragon? What is this? It's Dungeons and Dragons, it has to be a dragon show. See, I like that better than Pokemon is a dragon show. Pokemon is not a dragon show. Who is this guy? Is this what Puff the Magic Dragon is from? Look at this guy. Look at this guy that they peeled out of the back of a fryer at McDonald's. Oh my God. I love him. Can't wait for this guy to go into the public domain. Hang on here. No, Puff is from a song from the 60s. It's Dungeons and Dragons. It has to be a dragon show. Oh, yeah. Okay. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and of course, Dragon Ball Super. These are all dragon shows. Welcome to Tom Ranks Dragon Shows. List dragon shows in the comments. Piff performs dragon shows. Does Piff the Magic Dragon have a show? Piff the Magic Dragon. No. Piff the Magic Dragon. Thank you. Show. No, it looks like mostly live shows. It looks like he does not have like a serialized style of thing. Right, he doesn't have like a comedy special or anything like that, like a series of comedy specials. Hello, Kirsty, we're naming dragon shows. Going back a few minutes and watching on 2X, 67 mentioned Pokemon is elite. Lance and Dragonite literally hyper beamed it. Dude, listen, no one's saying Pokemon is bad. We're saying Pokemon is not a dragon show. Pokemon's not a dragon show. Questionable dragon shows, okay? Questionable dragon shows. Pokemon is not a dragon show. Having dragons does not make you a dragon show. There's enough material here to do 3 streams before this stream even starts. No, we'll get through it fast. What's on your ear, cat? What is on your ear? Hang on. Just a scab. Yes, you're adorable. It's a cat stream today. Okay, all right, let's rank a couple of these. I have not watched Legends of Vox Machina, and I have not watched How to Train a Dragon, the How to Train a Dragon show. So someone's going to need to give me those. Oh man, you guys ready for some like extremely hot takes? I think it's 7, 7, 7, 7. Is this a bad take? I think all the Dragon Balls are good, and they are exactly the same amount of good. To answer your question, yes, that guy is a dragon, and there were a lot of psychedelics in the 60s. He puts on stage shows. That's a kind of show, but yes, it's not. No, it doesn't. It doesn't fit the definition. It's not a dragon show. It's a dragon stage performance. It's not a dragon show. So Power Rangers Dragon Squad is not a dragon show. Power Rangers Dragon Show. Power Rangers Dragon Squad. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I will put it up for debate. All right, we'll talk about it. What about Dragon Ball Daima? I don't know this. Have I been Ligma'd? I'm so terrified. I'm so scared of getting Ligma'd. Should we do that as a hang on? We're gonna go over to stream ideas and we're gonna scroll. 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 Yeah, stream rewards. Who? Some reward for successfully Ligmaing Tom, because I think that's pretty funny. Take me back. Can I get a rating on Legend of Vox Machina and How to Train Your Dragon Guardians of Berk? Can I get a rating on both of these? Ross better be in bed. It's a show that stars a dragon. How does that not count? How does what not count? Oh, the hang on. What was it called? HR Puffin stuff? All right, we'll add it. HR Puffin stuff. You're going to need to give me literally any information about HR Puffin stuff. It may be a dragon show, but I haven't seen it. You're going to need to tell me about the dragon show. Anytime you say dragon, you've been Ligma. No, you have to the audience need to get me to say the thing. And then it becomes, then it's a Ligma. It's only a Ligma if you get me to say it. Is Avatar a dragon show? Avatar, since Iroh carries the show, it also does feature dragons. Is Avatar a dragon show? I don't think. Is Avatar a dragon show? I think Avatar's a dragon show. Avatar's a dragon show. Vox Machina is 11 out of 10. Wesley, I'm sorry, you've lost your vote. Anyone who says anything is an 11 out of 10 is not an objective is not an objective rating mechanism. Did we say Jake Long? Yeah, he's in here. Got a 7. Same as Dragon Ball. Sandman? Is Sandman a dragon show? Kirsty says Once Upon a Time? Hang on here. Hang on. Does Once Upon a Time? Is there a dragon in Once Upon a Time? Whoa! I did not get that deep in the show. Whoa. That absolutely rocks. Whoa, look at this guy. Whoa. Hi, bud. Neverending Story is a dragon movie we've established. We've established that dragon movies are different from dragon shows. And I guess we'll add dragon movies. Now we can start adding movies if we want to. What's a dragon movie? Neverending Story. I have not seen the Neverending Story. Wesley asks, why would I be objective? You know what? That's a great point. There we go. I bet Tom is just lurking. Why? Oh, I bet Tom is in here just lurking. I'm Tom. Okay. Wait, where did I put Neverending Story? I could have sworn I just typed Neverending Story. Neverending Story. Whoa. Reign of Fire is truly awful. Aragon, Dragonheart. Are there no good dragon movies? Malia says, Tom, what did I do this time? What did I do? 20 minutes back, gotta play catch up. Don't worry, we're in stall mode. We're not doing anything significant yet. Oh, yeah. The Hobbit, absolutely. What is it? The Hobbit 1973, and The Hobbit 2015, maybe? Guess it'd be 2016. No, oh gosh, is it 2014? Wow. There's a Netflix dragon movie with Millie Bobby Brown. I can't help you. People mistaking you for Zach is my favorite recurring bit. People tell me that I have Zach energy and Zach has Tom energy. Is the Dragon Slayer a bad dragon new release? Yes. Yeah, Ruguru, you don't need to stress about going fast. We're not going anywhere for a while. We have to rank HR Puffin stuff. Avatar? Is Avatar 10? I'm getting rid of this 11. Is Avatar a 10 out of 10 show? Stop. No. Is Avatar an actual 10 out of 10? It might be an actual 10 out of 10. I'm going to give it a 9 for right now. Would I rather watch? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's better than Dunkin' Egg. We're going to give it a 9.5 right now. Get out of here. Grumpy Vampires theme song. The Millie Bobby Brown movie is called Damsel. If it's shows about dragons, then Merlin, sure. Dragon movie. There's a bunch of D&D movies, huh? Hang on, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna go list of D&D movies. Let's see. That can't be it. That can't be it. Right? This can't, surely this is not all of the Dungeons and Dragons movies that have ever been released. Pete's Dragon? Does Godzilla count as a dragon movie? Godzilla is a questionable dragon movie. Questionable dragon movie. Movies. What's it called? Godzilla. Puff the Magic Dragon is a dragon. We're ranking dragon movies, not dragons. Pete's Dragon? What's Pete's Dragon? I haven't seen Pete's Dragon. Pete's Dragon. Yes, hello, cat. Hello, cat. Yes, hello. Yeah, I know. I see you. Okay, so we need to add Pete's Dragon. We need to do D&D. And then there's 4 of them I've just learned. D&D 2, D&D 3, D&D Honor Among Thieves. It's D&D Wrath of the Dragon God. Definitely a dragon movie. And then D&D Book of Vile Darkness. Book of Vile Darkness. Has anyone seen these literally ever? No, Godzilla is not a dragon. Pete's Dragon is a classic, though. I guess it's a TV special. Puff the Magic Dragon got a movie. Sleeping Beauty, definitely dragon movie. All right, I'm going to start ranking some of these that I've seen. Reign of Fire is like a 5. Maybe even like a 4. Aragon is like a 2. Well, give me How to Train Your Dragon. And then 1 and 2. No. Come on. Up. How to Train Your Dragon 2. How to Train Your Dragon 3. It's like it's gotta be like 8, 7, 8 maybe, something like that. It's gotta be like 8, 6, honestly. It's not great. I haven't seen any of these, but this one is also an 8. Sleeping Beauty is a 9. Sleeping Beauty featuring that one lady who wants to turn that other person into a fat old hop toad. How to Train Your Dragon 4? Is there a 4th one? Oh, there's the live action one. Wait, is that true? Is there a 4th one? Hang on. List of How to Train Your Dragon. No, not dragons. Movies. Yeah. Yep. How to Train Your Dragons features 3 what the heck? Yeah, there's 3, and then there's the 2025 remake. How to Train Your Dragon 2025. There we go. Which I have not seen, but I assume is exactly a 7. I assume it's fine. Millie Bobby Brown's Damsel is a 5. You got it. Where did I put it? Damsel. 5. Who is texting me? Stop it. I did not see Raya. Is it Raya and the Last Dragon? The first. Wait, what movie on here? Which one of these is a Wayans movie? Yu-Gi-Oh! Pyramid of Light. Don't worry, we got it. Oh no, we don't. We removed it. Yu-Gi-Oh! Pyramid of Light is a 5. It's fine. All right, guys, welcome to the show. Today we are doing some nonsense. We are going to here's what we have to get done today. Nero. Bunk. Okay, this is done. We can get out of here. We're doing the new House of the Dragon trailer. We have some housekeeping from the last episode. Someone asked, what do I watch now that Dorohedoro is over? And we have a lengthy discussion to be had about that, but we'll do that in a minute. We then are going back into our analysis of Game of Thrones Book 1, and I'm really, really excited about it. We need to figure out, how do we visualize things? What is the thing that we use to visualize these works? But we'll come back to that in a second. So first we're going to settle, now that Dorohedoro is over, I posed to Ace the question, if the anime that they've watched recently is an appetizer sampler platter from Applebee's, what Mob Psycho would be the mozzarella stick, the boneless wings would be Cyberpunk Edge Runners, Eraser would be the tiny quesadillas, but it's delicious, but we don't really know why it's there. Spinach and artichoke dip is One Piece. It's a lot, and the first bite is good, but by the time you get to the end, it's the best thing you've ever eaten. The loaded baked potato buns is baked potato skins is Jujutsu Kaisen. Carrots and celery is Naruto. It's fine. Which is to say, you should have some mozzarella sticks. They recommend Mob Psycho. Now that you finished Dorohedoro, you should do Mob Psycho, is what I've been told. That's the end of that conversation. Mulan animated 10, live action 2. Wait a minute, that's correct. Yep, Mulan is a dragon movie. Very nice. Shrek is a 10. I don't know if Shrek is a 10. I don't know if Shrek is a 10. I think Shrek is an 8. I think people really, really like it, and that's why they say it's a 10. I don't think Shrek is a 10. Dude, Sean has brought up a point of argument again. Are the Pokemon movies dragon movies? No, Pokemon is not a dragon show. However, there may be Pokemon movies that are dragon movies. I don't know. Is the second Pokemon movie featuring Lugia, is that a dragon movie? Now, I know what you're hearing. Lugia is not a dragon type Pokemon. and so it should not be a dragon movie. But none of these people are dragon. None of the like, Aragon is not a dragon type Pokemon either. I got let go from my job the day after watching Mulan. Is that what that is? So I have some complicated feelings. Dungeons and Dragons 2, Wrath of the Dragon God. Don't worry, we got it. Lugia is not a dragon, but Rayquaza is. I ask you from the perspective of someone who has never seen the movies. I think Lugia is a dragon, right? You look at Lugia, and that is like, maybe Lugia is an ancient bird. Lugia is a dragon the same way some people receive an honorary PhD. I don't know. Is like a movie about like Quetzalcoatl a dragon movie? I have no idea. Also, like, Rayquaza is also not a dragon. Dragon is a spectrum. But we can't talk about this. We have to go back here. Who wants to talk about dragon shows? Speaking of dragon shows, right? What we wanted was to get a sense of how good each of the dragon shows are, so that we can then launch into a discussion of the upcoming dragon show. We're going to do a poll. Who wants to do a poll? Are you excited for Dragon Show? Yes. Yes. No. You know, we're just going to do, there's not a lot of people in here, so we're just going to do yes, no. And we are going to omit Bernie Sanders. There you go. Tell me if you're excited for Dragon Show. Shrek 8 is fine. I have nostalgia. Yeah, I'm not saying Shrek is bad. Shrek's good. Lugia is not a dragon. Lugia is a dragon. Lugia was supposed to be a psychic woman ocean bird thing, but they made the voice actor a dude. Wait a minute. The first two Dungeons and Dragons movies have Richard O'Brien, aka Riff Raff, aka Ferb's dad. That's amazing. We have write-ins for Bernie. We have to rest the Bernie Sanders joke. Sometimes you need to rest the joke. All right, I'm gonna grab this. We're gonna take it down to completed streams. Nero. Where's completed streams? There we go. And we go all the way back up. All right, we're doing the House of the Dragon trailer. And then, what the heck? And then we are going to figure out how to visualize this incredible data that we have right here. For anyone who wasn't here for the last stream, this is what we were doing the whole last stream. We went through and meticulously listed all of the things that happen in the first Game of Thrones book. And we determined that the number that we have is something like 228 total numbers. And we are now we're going to finish. There's a couple that we definitely missed, right? Like there's some things that happen to everyone, and there's definitely some things that happen twice. Like Kat kidnaps Tyrion happens twice in this list. But we're going to go through, we're going to figure out how to visualize it, because I want this, hang on, this might be the easiest way to do this. Okay. So give me like you. All right. We're going to, paint white, new, paintbrush. There we go. What I would like is for it to look something like this, right? I want, here is a thing that happens. Let's say this is Daenerys' storyline, right? I want these no, Daenerys is a bad example. Let's say this is Catelyn's storyline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you guys see all of those? Kinda. So, and then this is, let's say give me a gold. Let's say this is Tyrion's storyline. I want his to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And these connect together here. I want like a bubbled intersecting line graph with a timeline that goes in this direction, right? And then like from here, can I bring me over here? I can like grab you, move you guys all over. Oops. This would be Tyrion's trial, right? And from Tyrion's trial, this is hang on, this is trial. No. This is Tyrion's trial in the Vale. From this, I'm sorry, this is kidnapping and trial. No. And then from here, we know that that Tyrion and Catelyn move together along the same line and then split off again. Does that make sense? This is what I want it to look like. This is what I am imagining the visuals looking like. And I do not have... I am unfamiliar with a program that will allow us to do this like relatively easily. Which is not to say that I don't think it's possible. I just don't know what to use. So if anyone knows of a program that will allow... And then like I'm imagining that it'll go like... Here's Ned. What color is Ned? Let's make Ned gray. Right, here comes Ned. Ned has things that happen. Then he meets up with Catelyn in King's Landing and then splits off on his own again. Right? There used to be programs, but the knowledge was lost. There used to be programs, but the knowledge was lost? I don't understand. Stop talking about dragon shows. We've moved on. 71% of people excited for Dragon Show. And poll. Very nice. Okay. So that's what I'm hoping for this to sort of look like. That's kind of what I want to go for. So if anyone is familiar with something that can create that kind of visual, I would love to do it. Otherwise, we're just going to be here Googling for a little while. I am sure that there's something in some of the like fun, some of the fun data management libraries in Python that'll let us do something like that. I would love to break out my Python for this episode. But I've never programmed on stream, so I'm a little worried that I might accidentally flash my IP address. On top of that, I know that there's some stuff in Tableau that can make it look something like that, but I think it would have to be much more manual. So I guess like folks in chat, while we're discussing Dragon Show, if you have any data visualization software favorites that you think would be best for this project, please do not hesitate to let me know. But in the meantime, what do you guys say we watch a little Dragon Show? What do you guys say we watch a little Dragon Show? Yeah, right. I would love to break out my Python. Rougarou, hello, welcome to the party. Hello everyone. You guys are just in time. We are going to go basically frame by frame through the House of the Dragon trailer. I haven't seen it yet. This is my first time. What about Google collab for Python? Hang on. Google collab for Python? Sure, let's give it a try. I get like Tableau is what I think is probably most natural. that seems correct for this kind of thing. But I like the things that I want to do with it are not things that I've done before. So we'll see how it goes. We might end up just making the graphics manually, and we'll see how that goes. Who's ready? Who's excited? Okay, here we go. I unfortunately have to have the site muted. Because heaven forbid I discuss the incredible music in this incredible show. Here we go. All ready? And go. Little bit of Dragon Show. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. We have the aftermath of a battle. This is my first time seeing it, so we're gonna be pretty persnickety here. Okay, so we have fire burning. We are gonna need the timeline of the dance, but I'm not doing that right now. Who do we have here? Do we know these people? Do we know you? Who are you? Is this Damon? We have Damon in some kind of wrestling match. Oh, we have Caraxes question mark. I have not done any review. I really should go through. Mayo says, watch our advertisement and discuss it. How could you? That's what I'm saying. Like, why do you not want me to watch this ad on stream? Surely you're not getting enough ad revenue from this to justify it. Surely you want me to talk about your show. Anyway, oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, yes, dude. Look at that. Look at the fire effects. Oh, wait, we need subtitles on. Hang on, I'm actually going to bring us back. Muffled clamoring. Suspenseful music playing. Muffled clamoring. Damon's trying to kill somebody. These are turbulent times, says the High Septon. Okay, very nice. Very nice. Can we try to identify these dragons? We have 4 dragons flying in a pack. What 4 dragons would be flying in a pack? It must be... this looks like Caraxes. It seems sensible that this is Syrax. So, no, this must be the old King's Dragon. And Silverwing, and then maybe Syrax. That seems correct to me. Didn't HBO hire some of the people that helped direct Titanic for the Battle of the Gullet? I don't know. We're taking the boys to King's Landing. What is the... Oh my goodness. I guess I need to reread the dance chapters of Fire and Blood before the series comes out. Is Allison gonna say anything? Rhaenyra is coming. Excuse me. We are not visible down at the bottom there. That's fine. Okay, this is a better shot. Hang on, rewind me a little bit. No, why would you do that? Okay, who do we got? So, Sea Smoke, Syrax. I'm sorry, Sea Smoke, Caraxes, Syrax, and did we get one coming? Oh no, this looks like Syrax. So who's this? Maybe this is is it Tessarion? No. What the heck is the name? Vermithor. Thank you. Almost drowning your actors isn't good. I mean, it depends on what kind of show you're doing. Yo. Okay, so we're full, in the trailer. This is something that I really have a problem with in trailers. In the trailer, we are kind of fully spoiling Rhaenyra's attack on King's Landing, which is an odd choice. We have some of the High Towers. This is Gwaine Hightower, question mark? With a lineup and... Wait, hang on. Is this our first shot? This is our first shot of Daeron? Is it Daeron who is? Hang on. Oh my god, I need the wiki up on another screen. Who rides Tessarion? Little Dayron, who is the subject of my favorite theory, who I think that I do need to talk about in a video before the show goes live, so that everyone can know how much I called my shot. This is our first shot of Dayron, and I'm pretty sure that when we say Dayron, he's gonna look a lot like Kristen Cole. A lot like Kristen Cole. Which will lead into one of my favorite theories, my favorite position to take in the fandom, that anybody can ride a dragon. Okay, now hear me out on this. Damon right there. Okay, first off, this is a beautiful shot. And he kind of looks like he's doing the thing with his finger where he rotates up his middle finger. Okay, we've killed a bunch of people. We have taken the Red Keep without further bloodshed. I don't know about that. Wow. Is this the Sept, or wait, did we destroy the Sept? We destroyed the Dragon Pit. What's going on? The Sept wasn't built yet, though. Or have we just retconned that for the show? Have we retconned that and then decided that the Dragon Pit has in fact been built? That I seem to recall that. Has the Sept of Baelor been built by House of the Dragon? No. Wait. Yes, a Grand Sept was built on Visenya's Hill with funding from one of the High Septons during the reign of King Aegon I. So that's just a different Sept. Maybe Shokan is that the Sept exists, but it's named after Baelor the Blessed down the line. Yeah, I'm just wondering what this building is. Wow. Ooh, that looks like Sheepstealer. It's like the weird little freak dragon. We're getting some shots of crowds. Yes, do we get an escape scene? Yes, dude. Escape scene. Was that Miss Arya? Yo! This will be Aemond attacking Harrenhal. Yeah, dude. If I had a nickel for every trippy dream at Harrenhal, I would be pretty wealthy. But the crown is a weight that crushes. Yes! You'll do things that spell death for all involved. Okay, we see Tully, we see Blackwood, we see Baratheon, we see more Tully. I love a big feast. I love a big feast. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm getting notable texts now. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that solves that problem. Okay, what am I? Hang on. Talk amongst yourselves. No one stress. I need to respond to a text, and the text is a problem. Everyone calm down. Everyone calm down. What am I saying to this? I guess it would be, hang on. There's a theory that Ray poisons all the green supporters at this feast. What? Hell yeah, dude. It's gonna be, okay, what would you call someone who is welcome to the party, pal. Thank you for subscribing and for jump scaring me. That scares me every single time. I need to stop putting myself in positions where I need to talk for 4 hours straight while also having a job. Is also a thing that I need to do. I need to do stuff as well as talk for 4 hours straight. Yes. Yes. There we go. Okay, all right, we fixed the problem, I think. I assume. I hope we fixed the problem. Welcome back, everybody. We're still here. I hope nobody left. Actually, viewership went up. Ross says you can stop stressing out. I'm right here. Bowen says get the bag. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. It's Damon and Rainier's... Wait.
Thank you for your patronage.
Helping Tom talk 4 hours straight.
Thank you, Mayo. I appreciate you. Hello, everyone. We are in House of the Dragon trailer analysis mode. I hope that you're all having fun. Okay, all right. We did, in fact, solve the problem. We're not doing any rewards today because we're trying to stay on task. I believe at this point in the trailer, I don't know if the trailer goes sequentially in any sort of way, but we are, like, Rhaenyra has attacked and appears to have invaded King's Landing. Yo. This show is beautiful. Ooh, okay, what do we think of this? What do we think of the use of graffiti in the show again? You may recall that Misa means mother in High Valyrian. This did not work out spectacularly the last dragon show that did this. But I am fairly certain that this show will go differently. Okay, now, all right, Matt, Mr. Smith, I need you to pout. Hold it. Excellent. Whoa, do we know this guy? Do we know this person? The Queen of Bastards graffiti is great graffiti, absolutely. Misa was bad because it does not mean mother in High Valyrian. I use the phrase X means X in High Valyrian like once a week. Been allowed to muster their strength. I know that shadow. She'll certainly fail. We're waking up in the middle of the night. We're attacking. Ooh, what do we think this is? Oh, you can't see it. Hang on. We'll scroll up a little bit. Go up a little bit. Go up a little bit. Look at that. Yeah, look at this city up here. Yeah, what city do we think that is? Hang on, I'm actually going to rewind. I do not recognize this skyline. Does anybody recognize this skyline off the top of their heads? It will not let me show it. Does anybody recognize this skyline? I do not know this skyline. Yeah, okay, who do we have here? Is this what's his name? Is it Red Rod? Yeah, it feels like the Riverlands. This feels like we're marching south with the northern host, right? These are river lords. Like, this seems like the same host that had all the Tully flags a little while ago. Where did those go? I don't know if I'll be able to find them quickly and easily. Yeah. Yup, this seems like this same host. So these are either Northern Lords. Oh, look at all the arrows on the ground, by the way. I don't know what city this would be that is being attacked here. Sick. Okay, yep, these are the Winter Wolves. Ooh, yeah, dude. Do we think that this is Black Betha? Ooh, yeah, dude. Yeah. In a war, we say Hodor. All suffer. Yeah, that's true. Whoa. Oh, I know. We're not going to talk about it, but I know what scene this is. I know this scene. Black Alley. I'm sorry, Black Alley. Oh my God, they're beautiful. Oh, they're beautiful. I'm loving the construction this season, which is looking just gorgeous and unique in very, very fun ways. Oh, we're launching things. Corliss's hair looks great. This is not surprising to anyone. Hell yeah. Yeah. We are unveiling Viserys's little minis, which I am really hoping become like a thematic core for the show. Hello. Hello. Is this do we think this is the one egg that we know is a thing, right? Do we think this is the one egg? Who are you? Oh, this is Aegon the Second. Aegon the Second with what sigil up here? What sigil is this? Do we know this sigil? I don't know this sigil. Are we crashing? No, we're okay. I'm not getting no. Oot and boot. Dewey. Whoa. Did y'all see that? Hang on, we can get it. Yeah. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Look at this. Look at that thing. What's going on back there? Is this Melisandre? Is this Alice Rivers? Is this Rhaenyra with Syrax behind her? I don't know, but that's a sick ass shot. Oh yeah, dude. Oh my God. Yep, I know. Yep, absolutely. I know this battle. This battle rocks. Did I not warn you that it would come to this? Dramatic music playing. Yeah, dude. Do we get a little stinger? Do we get a stinger? Are we not going to get a stinger? No stinger, man. Oh, all right. Okay, we're going over to stream ideas. And I think we're probably going to say next stream let's discuss House of the Dragon. All right, we're doing it again. Come on, everybody, we're going again. One more time. Okay, I've missed a lot of messages. Roderick the Ruin, that's it. That's the one. Oh, hell yeah. Euron calling, right? Like there's something crazy there. Okay, let's just go through it one more time. All right, let's go through it one more time. Okay. So this... Hang on. List of battles in the Dance of the Dragons. Is that Bran? Is that Bloodraven? I have no idea. Yep, prelude. Yep, small council meeting, coronation. Thank you. I know. Yes, I know. Yep. This is not helping me at all. I want a list. Okay. Okay, so the last battle we saw was the Battle of Rook's Rest, which ends with the death of Princess Rhaenys and the injury of Aegon. We know that happened. So we have the Battle of the Gullet, which we definitely saw. The Battle of the Gullet is a naval battle. The Battle of the Honeywine, the Battle of the Red Fork, both happened before the attack on King's Landing, which is not a spoiler at this point. It's right here, right? This is that. The interesting. We're doing 4 seasons. Is that correct? 4 seasons total. Yes. Hello, Cat. 4 seasons total. Welcome to the party, pal. Yes, hello. All right. If you want a cat stream, you can have a cat stream, okay? Yes. Oh, I haven't looked at any timeline stuff because I've been so crazy busy. But I am Haymaker says it's my first time here. Welcome. It is a special kind of insanity that you are walking into. They can't fit the rest of the story in 1 season. I don't know if they can fit the rest of the story in 2 seasons. They originally said 4 to 5, then 4, then maybe 5 again. I wouldn't be surprised if they continue the show past the end of the dance. But then it'll just be like, they'll just keep calling it House of the Dragon and call it like a Targaryen anthology series or something. Are we thinking oh, so it looks like in the timeline we might get the Battle of the Gullet like episode 2. That might happen very quickly. I think they're greenlit before. I think it depends on how detailed they want to be with the Hour of the Wolf. See, that's the thing, right? It has to end. We have to end on the politics. Because if we don't end on the politics, what the heck is any of this point? Is the point of any of this? The Hour of the... We just have so much combat to get through. So... If I'm thinking about the narrative flow of a season, I wouldn't think that we're going to do more than 4 full-scale battles in a season. But we, of course, might open an episode with one battle having happened off screen. So let's call it 5. So Gullet, Honeywine. Oh, so the fish feed happens before the fall of King's Landing. They might cut out the Greyjoy stuff. They might cut out the Iron Island stuff. I think that is probably a sensible cut given how much time we have left. And I think this okay, so after that we have the Butcher's Ball. We have the Sack of Bitterbridge which they might skip. It's not super necessary. And then we have the Tumbletons. They might combine the Tumbletons. They might just do one Tumbleton. They might skip that Tumbleton. And then the Battle at the God's Eye. The Battle at the God's Eye is... I'm reading off of a Reddit post, and I agree with this person. Is probably the single most important scene in the show, right? The like that's the reason we're all watching, and I think that might be episode 9 of this season. How many episodes are in this season? HOTD season 3 episodes. 8 episodes? No, 8 episodes. 8 episodes. 8 episodes? Why are we breaking the trend? It's so good. 8 episodes, huh? Was the last season 8 episodes? Hot D season 2 episodes? Season 2, only 8, huh? Only 8, huh? Why are we doing 8? Why are we doing 8, guys? Why are we doing 8? That's crazy. We're halfway through, and there's only 16 episodes left? They've not all been 8. Season 1 was 10, for sure. Wait, right? HOTD Season 1 episodes? Yeah, episode 10, The Black Queen. What the hell? They'll probably cut the Moon of the Three Kings, but that's awesome. Huh. What the hell? Can we get to the battle at the God's Eye this season? Or is that going to be like episode 2 of next season? Right, it seems such like a... Hang on, let me... One of the reasons that Game of Thrones was so successful and had such an incredible, like, normal person audience was that it had such a good flow. It had such a spectacular like episode to episode and season to season flow. By the end of the second season, you knew what to expect, right? You had a formula, and you know going into the show that it is going to be intro, rising action, small climax, rising action, the best fucking scene you've ever seen in episode 9. And then episode 10 has come down. And I don't know why we would break that. I don't know why we would break that and not just make the episode shorter. You can film the same number of scenes, right? Film the same number of scenes and cut them differently so they're 50-minute episodes and you get the last 2 episodes. But also, I've never written a TV show, so maybe... Bowen says because money. I mean, I know because money, but surely it's not that much more expensive to cut 10 50-minute episodes. Because they had the 2 generations. Yeah. They probably want the combatants of the Battle Above the God's Eye to be in the marketing for season 4. That's a great point. Because episode 9 would be sick, right? Episode 9 would be so cool. Episode 9 of this season has the potential to be like the Battle on the Wall level of sick, right? That kind of cool. I feel HBO has been doing this to their shows that show promise. I don't know why. HBO specifically cut the budget late in development of season 2. It was supposed to end with the Battle of the Gullet. Yeah, right. The Battle of the Gullet seems like a natural episode 9 to season 2. But now here we are starting instead of pogging the fuck up at the end of season 2, we're pogging the fuck up at the beginning of season 3, and we're going to end season 3 on more scene setting. You got to have some pog at the end of your season, right? You got to have some pog. That was the problem with season 2, is that season 2 was all setup, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with setup, but it's all setup. Kids' parents buy more merch. The writer's strike screwed us for season 2. I agree, and I hate it that marketing point feels right on the nose. That really does. That feels right on the nose. Huh. Yeah. They couldn't do rewrites and make it flow correctly for season 2, you mean? HBO started short seasons and breaking seasons up back with Sopranos. But Game of Thrones worked so well. Writer's strike prevented them from editing down the 8 episodes. All right. For Harry Potter, they want 10 seasons. But why are we sticking with 8 for this season? That really seems correct. That they want the participants of the battle at the God's Eye, and we're not gonna like blatantly spoil anything here, but they want the participants in the Battle of the God's Eye to be major parts of the marketing for season 4. That seems 100% correct to me. So apologies if you mentioned it, but didn't they end season 2 because HBO had their budget cut last minute or something like that? I don't know. We're seeing it may have had something to do with budget. It may have had something to do with the writer's strike. Tumbleton could be a season end point. All right, let me look back at this. You think first Tumbleton is the end? You think first Tumbleton is the end? But then when do we do... Okay, all right, come on, we're doing it. Let's go. Let's go. Bring me to my whiteboard. What in the Kentucky Fried? Okay, we're doing 8 episodes, huh? 8 episodes. 8 episodes. We're doing an 8-episode season, huh? That's weird. That's a weird decision. Like, how much POG are you getting on the 7th episode? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? Okay. So at the end of... Let me look at the episode list for season 2. HOTD season 2 episodes, please. Show me these. We have incredibly high viewership right now, presumably because we're doing nonsense. Yeah, and see, this is how it was. It just doesn't seem like the flow doesn't seem right. We have climaxes at the beginning of seasons. We did a son for a son. A son for a son is the way to open. Okay, that's fine. The Battle of the Burning Mill happens at the beginning of episode 3. The dragon seeds. The climax was the dragon seed, was the sowing. So in season, is it this? Okay. So in season 2, it was the sowing. It was the sowing of the dragon seeds. The queen, whoever was. Yeah, okay. Okay, how did season... Yeah, season 2 began with blood and cheese. Okay, so take me back. Do we have the episode list yet, by chance? Do we have the episode titles yet? Do I want the episode titles? We don't. That's good. Honestly, I prefer it that way. All right, so we're thinking that the battle over the God's Eye happens episode 2 of season 4. It's an interesting position. All right, so give me this. We need to put in the battle of King's Landing. The Battle of King's Landing feels like a here, right? One of these two that feels sensible. The fish feed happens before that. And we have to see the fish feed. The Battle of the Hunt. So I guess yeah, the Battle of the Gullet. The Gullet happens here. Could the fish feed happen off screen? Could the fish feed happen off screen? Maybe. We think we're probably skipping the Ironborn stuff. Battle of King's Landing and then the Butcher's Ball. Okay. What if we do this? Right? What if we do this? What if we fuck around with the order? What if we hear down in here, we hear that like communication has been lost at the location of the Butcher's Ball? But we don't see what happens at the Butcher's Ball until episode 7. You think they've shown the end of the season? It wouldn't surprise me if they've seen a little bit of a bit. In a recent stream, Preston guessed they might combine the fish feed and the Butcher's Ball. That seems a little sensible to me. I don't like it, but it could be. We have Bitterbridge. And all of the horrific things that happen at Bitterbridge. We know this is a direct question to chat. Don't try not to spoil it too much. Do we think that are the characters at Bitterbridge, the very notable characters, are they in the show? The character that is very notable at Bitterbridge, is that character in the show? I don't remember. Julie says I've got some rereading to do. I don't remember what the battles are. That's what I have a list. Because by this count, there are 17 battles in the dance. Adult character is, young one is not. Do we think that young character could just be reasonably swapped with the other young character we know is around? That would make sense to me. Butcher's Ball and First Tumbleton. I think it's probably like... Where does Bitterbridge fall chronologically? Bitterbridge happens after the Butcher's Ball? David Lightbringer did a good video on the battles of Season 3. They would have to change the ending of the dance story with... We would have to change up the monarchs that survive. So do we think... No way! That'd be, do we think that they're skipping that, like, this scene here? Do we think they're skipping this? Do we think they're skipping this scene? Can they be skipping this scene? I guess it's not necessary. It's not necessary to have that scene in the show. Bitterbridge is the Beware the Butterflies thing. I don't remember this exactly. What is Beware the Butterflies? What is Beware the Butterflies? Explains the butterfly effect, how a small change early on in adaptation can change things. Yeah, I assume so. Because I didn't remember. This is a point of contention that the character involved at Bitterbridge is not in the show. They wrote him out, which is fine. But then what happens at Bitterbridge? Do we skip Bitterbridge? If we is Bitterbridge? Do we need the thing that happens at Bitterbridge? I guess we don't need it. And we don't really want it, but Beware the Butterflies about the absence of a character in Blood and Cheese. Huh. Nothing happens at Bitterbridge? No one suspects the butterflies? Is that what it is? Is it nothing happens at Bitterbridge? Okay, all right. In that case, we free up some space. All right, well, let's assume nothing happens at Bitterbridge. Butcher's Ball and then Tumbleton set dressing. And then Butcher's Ball and Tumbleton set dressing. And then first Tumbleton. There is a second Battle of Tumbleton. Spoilers. What do we think of that? What do we think of that as it is now? Can we make it work that way? I don't know. I don't know if we can make it work. I don't know if pulling the Butcher's Ball down makes sense. What if I do this? There it is. That's what I want. So what if we pull the Butcher's Ball and bring it like down here? This, I feel like it has to happen this way. Or like this way. Tumbleton set dressing. Right. I feel like it has to either be here or here. And then first Tumbleton either has to be here or here. Does that make sense? Does that seem reasonable? The Battle of the Honeywine in episode 2. What happens at the Battle of the Honeywine? Oh, this is the first. We absolutely must have the Battle of the Honeywine. Hang on, let me make sure that I know what it is. Battle of the Honeywine. Let's see. Well, banked against the banks of the Honeywood, Thaddeus Rowan, Tom Flowers, and the Bastard of Bitterbridge came in with mounted knights. Yep. Yes. Because we know that Daeron is a character, we have to have the Battle of the Honeywine. The Battle of the Honeywine. Right, we've been teasing this freaking dragon for years now. We've been teasing Tessarion for years now. We gotta get Tessarion in here. So you think episode 2? You know what? I think it might be this, where the Battle of the Honeywine is the cold open of episode 2, and then we end with the fish feed. Or we could also do it this way, right? Where the Battle of the Honeywine is there, and the like the fish feed and the Butcher's Ball. Like I saw some speculation in chat, the fish feed and the Butcher's Ball get combined into one episode. We do this, and then the Battle of King's Landing happens there. What do we think of that? I think George got so mad because they found out they were skipping Bitterbridge. Bitterbridge doesn't really go anywhere. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Bitterbridge, while very notable historically, is not a plot thread that carries a lot of weight. They could replace Maegor with Jaehaera. Yes, but then if they replace Maelor in that event, then you need to do different things with the overall timeline. Second Tumbleton has hit the book lore. A second Tumbleton has hit the stream. I'm done for the day. You guys run the stream. I checked the wiki. It is what I thought. They've got to be cutting Bitterbridge. It doesn't make sense anymore. Yeah, I guess they're cutting Bitterbridge. So no Nettles. Nope, no Nettles. No Nettles. Nettles is replaced by I don't remember the character's name, but we replaced Nettles with one of Damon's kids. I think the Butcher's Ball requires a reintroduction to Sir Harold Westerling, though. Welcome, thank you for the subscription, and thank you for the jump scare. No, Nettles. We can reintroduce Harold Westerling, around here. We can have him. Like Harold Westerling can get some screen time in episode 1 or something. What about the Dragon Pit? What about the Dragon Pit? All right. You know what? If we're doing this, let's do it. So this is season 3. Season 3. A little bit of Dragon Show, maybe? Can I interest you in a little bit of Dragon Show? This is season 3. Let me grab you. Come on. There we go. This is season 3. Is that visible on stream? I think it is. Hang on. Just waiting for it to catch up. Yes, it is. Perfect. So then if we go and do this can then be season 4. Which I think does make sense as the last season. Reyna, thank you. They're replacing her storyline by giving it to Damon's daughter. Which is so annoying because no Morning. No, Damon's other daughter. Wait. Oh, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. But a conceptual episode? I don't remember Condell saying something about a conceptual episode. Especially since the show is intent on replacing a small folk character with nobles. I listen. Do we really need to avoid spoilers here? Who's watching this stream and doesn't know the story yet? Just as a courtesy, we talk around like major character deaths. As a courtesy, we talk around it so that people can still have like a certain amount of enjoyment, right? They're not like writing characters off that they know die in season 4. Conceptual episode idea. We spend an entire episode beyond the wall that is in no way connected to the dance. Excuse me? If they do the shepherd's dragon speech justice, I will pog so hard. Yeah. So season 4, I think, like, even if the timeline wasn't like a little weird with it, I think it's the same argument to keeping the battle at the God's Eye for season 4, because you don't want the things that happen at the Dragon Pit to happen and then there to be, you want the things that happen at the Dragon Pit, you want them to happen after the last time you need promotional posters. I think it's probably the way to go. I think the old timer got his hand cut off in season 2 is going to be a part of the Dragon Pit. Yeah. Okay. So going by the flow. I think the battle at the God's Eye is probably, and I know this is not the name of the battle. The battle is the battle over the God's Eye. But the battle at the God's Eye sounds better. That feels like an... Does that feel like an episode 7? Does that feel like an episode 7, guys? The Dragon Pit. There we go. The Dragon Pit episode 2 or 3. So similar to what we were talking about with the Butcher's Ball, we can have the individuals involved with the battle at the God's Eye disappear from the season, like around here, and then find out what happened to them later. The Dragon Pit has to happen early because We need Dragonstone shenanigans. And that feels like around. That feels like here, right? No, that feels like here. That feels like here. Dragonstone shenanigans has to be. I don't know how it could be anything other than episode 7, unless they are planning an episode, season 5. The Dragon Pit, and then, cross country. Cross country. This needs so much weight, though. Do we have to pull this because, the Hour of the Wolf is down here, unless they cut the Hour of the Wolf. And I know people are going to riot. That would be fine. You could cut the Hour of the Wolf, and the story would be totally okay. The Hour of the Wolf is interesting in and of itself, but if you remove it, in the same way that Nettles is interesting in and of herself, but it does not take away from the show to not have the Hour of the Wolf. Actually, everyone is dead. It happened 200 years ago. Storming of the Dragon Pit in season 2 or 3. Spoiler, Rhaenyra dies at some point before a Game of Thrones. God's Eye feels like episode 4. Yeah, it feels like episode 4 to me too. Cross Country for sure starts in episode 4. Actually, I kind of feel like the Battle at the God's Eye is an episode 5 kind of thing. And then we do Cross Country and the Battle of the God's Eye in the same thing. And the Dragon Pit is in episode 4. Because this is like a whole episode. The Dragon Pit's a whole episode. If not 7, probably middle of 6. 6, 7, you think? Oh, Danielle, welcome to the party. Bowen, hello. I had not seen you. Stone Snake, hello. Oh my god, there's so many people in here. Why are there so many people in here? Go away. Haymaker sent a gift. A 6-7 gift. Rhaenyra and Sunfire, I have chosen to describe that as Dragonstone shenanigans. I think that's probably what we should call that. I think that's episode 7. You think that's episode 6? That can't be episode 6, right? Gotta be episode 7. I'm leaving it there. If there's a season 5, there will be no Condal unless they throw money at him. And I don't know if they cut the Hour of the Wolf because everyone loves Starks. Actually, Nettles is Leaf and is still alive. My roommate is going to crash out if there's no Hour of the Wolf. I don't think we need an Hour of the Wolf. I want one, obviously. But we don't need an Hour of the Wolf. What's Cross Country? Cross Country is Rhaenyra traveling. Rhaenyra flees King's Landing. I don't think that's too much of a spoiler. Right, that happens. Right, that maybe happens like during this episode. And then we end at the Battle of the God's Eye. Right, we have parallels to Rhaenyra's like poor treatment at the houses around the realm. Right, what was the scene we got in season 1 where she was like a huge asshole to the Riverlands houses? We're going to see some things that are lining up with that as she is leaving King's Landing and meeting with people. Yeah, Bowen says no room at the inn for Rhaenyra. I think, yes, that's a good way of describing those scenes. Second all right, second Tumbleton. Second fucking Tumbleton. Hang on, let me see. We have more. Second Tumbleton seems like right here. Actually, it seems to fit in quite well. Bonk, 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 bonk. It could be earlier, I guess, but you want you want more time with those characters, right? The characters who are involved in second Tumbleton and the things that happen there. I think that those characters need more time to cook, especially because two of the characters that are involved there are Ulf White and Hugh Hammer, and they have replaced Nettles as the small folk person, right? As the small folk sympathetic person. I think that especially like them being involved in the scenes that happen here, we need more time to cook for them as characters. The Battle of the King's Road. I forgot about this. We might just sort of hand wave that. It might get like a 5-minute scene. I don't think it's super necessary. I mean, it's a fan service ass pogged up scene, but I don't think it's necessary. Bonk. Yeah. So I think the only battles. Interesting. Okay, we might have a little bit more space to work with here. Then, do we need to do? Oh, you know what? No, we might have to pull this guy. You know what we for sure need is Harrenhal shenanigans. Right? That's going to take up like that's going to be like between episodes 1 and 2. 1, 2, and 3, we're going to have like Damon was having those visions. We're going to have more trippy shit. There could be less episodes than like in season 8. There could be. Yes. Yeah. Efren, we got just a hair too specific, but I think that you're right. Royal plot finalization. Right, is right here. I don't know if we can get the Hour of the Wolf because we haven't spent any time with the characters involved in the Hour of the Wolf. Excuse me. Right, we haven't spent any time with them. With spy photos of like a look at the antlers for them, or a conceptual drawing like the leak of the White Walker vision. What? Yeah, no Nettles. Yep, no Nettles. So we need like Hugh and Ulf are now like the most important viewpoints, and because they are so strongly involved at Second Tumbleton, I think it has to happen pretty late. This might even be right. These two things might even be the episodes. This makes sense as episode 6, episode 6 or episode 5. No mushroom. How old do you think they'll make spoiler Monarch at the end of the dance? I want to say she's 220, I think. How old is Alice Rivers? Yeah, about 400. About 400. You need to build Cregan as an actual character, and that would be a lot of time this season. Yeah, right. Like Cregan Stark, everyone's favorite, right? Everybody who read the books fucking loves Cregan Stark. He's awesome. But we know we're getting Black Alley. Hang on, we know we're getting Black Alley this season. We saw her in the trailer. So where do we develop? Honestly, it might just be episodes 1 and 2. Take me back to take me back over here. Hang on. Where's Black Alley? I saw her. She was in here. Where are you? Oh no. No. I saw a little bit of hair and all. Is it in here? Anybody got a timestamp for where we see Black Alley? Help me, Bob, I'm bully in the alley, way bully in the alley. Interesting. Black Alley is fine as fuck. This is extremely true. Okay. How do we feel about this? I feel pretty good about this. So what's I guess this is a genuine question for chat. What's going on in 5 and 8 then? If we're not doing the Battle of the God's Eye. What's going on in 8? Let's see, what happens after First Tumbleton? What happens after what's going on down here? I feel like we're is Sabbatha Aligma? Hang on. Sabbatha Frey? Who the hell is this? Conceptual episode 8 where you don't see Helena play out her life if something doesn't happen. Black Alley and Cregan hook up in episode 8. I think that's probably correct. We're going to spend a lot of time in here and in like here establishing a romance between them, which I am incredibly here for. Who is Sabbatha Frey? Huh. Oh, interesting. Sabbatha Frey was a nobleman of House Viprin, the head of House Frey and the Lord of the Crossing. They describe her as the Lord of the Crossing, not the Lady of the Crossing. Interesting. Tom, I would never ligma you. I don't believe you. Black Alley grabs Cregan by the throat and says, "You're my husband now." Effort says, First Tumbleton episode 8 and Butcher's Ball episode 7. Now that is not the way it is chronologically. I believe chronologically this happens before this. And this, I'm pretty sure, at least from like the vibes of the trailer, right? We're gonna have dragons in King's Landing, right? This is pretty prominently dragons in King's Landing. My gut says that happens, relatively soon. No later than 4, but that doesn't mean we can't like we can move the Butcher's Ball. We can move the Butcher's Ball wherever we want, right? It doesn't matter, right? The exact timeline of events, because everyone is so spread out. The exact timeline doesn't really matter. Right, we can move the fish feed and the Butcher's Ball together late in the season, both after the Battle of King's Landing. Hell, we can take the Battle of the Honeywine and we can move it over here, right? It's like, it doesn't affect the plot all that much because everyone is so heavily separated. So we think fish feed, Butcher's Ball, Tumbleton set dressing on the Butcher's Ball. Or do we think we spend an entire episode? I hope we spend a whole episode on the Butcher's Ball. I hope we spend a whole episode on the Butcher's Ball. And I know I called my shot. When did I call my shot, guys? When did I call it? YouTube. What did we call it? What did we call it? It was Interesting Nerd Club. what the hell was the name of it? The Lost Sellsword. Yes. Yep. We called this. Hang on. I called this shit on November 2nd, 2022. I'm the only person still saying, guys, I think we're going to get Laenor back. I'm the only one. I'm the only person left. Okay? I'm the only one left. And I am still kind of on the train. We need Laenor back, and I'm the only one still screaming for this. Episode 5 is a conceptual episode. Creed and Black Alley have a conception. That's the episode. Seventh is the lady negotiating with Jace at the Twins in season 2. Right. I saw Laenor in a vision. And we know, okay, that happens. Do we think it's the Battle of the Gullet episode 1? I don't think so. My gut says... Is my gut saying we like scooch everything down? Yeah, the Battle of the Honeywine, I think, probably opens episode 2, and we just like, it's just like a 5-minute thing, and maybe these two together in episode 2. The Battle of the Gullet. The Battle of the Gullet is another like 45-minute scene. We're going to have no time for analyzing a Game of Thrones. Like, literally none. I did. Hey, wait a minute. I did. Hang on. Control F, literally. I did do literally one short. Done. I did do that. Yeah. Okay, we scrolling. This is now incompleted. We did do this. Yeah. If anyone wants to see that short, I'm actually going to link it because it's one of the funniest things I've ever made. And for some reason, the internet hates it. Couldn't tell you why. If no one has seen I put Glidus in a saw trap, I'm going to link it right now. Copy to clipboard. Here you go. If you haven't seen I put Glidus in a saw trap, go watch it. It's 26 seconds. And it's the funniest shit I've ever made. Oh, man. One of my favorite theories besides inflation, pitch idea Google form where we send in what doesn't happen in Fire and Blood, but we think will happen in season 3. That's a great idea. Speaking of Google Forms, forms.google.com. How is the Family Feud going? Responses? 238 responses? What are you guys doing? This is amazing. Episode 1, we need sheep stealer stuff. We do. All right. We've been at this bullshit for 2 hours. Any final thoughts? You gotta get Glidus on a Family Feud and play that audio for him as a jump scare. I'm trying to set up Family Feud. I'm hoping to have a star-studded cast. But we'll see how it goes. They will. It's with them. Okay. That's enough to double and average the answers. Hope work is good. Work sucks. Work sucks. I hate it. I'm currently producing the 4th of July. Okay, everybody. Who's excited? We're moving to other nerd shit today. Oh, wait, you know what? Before we lose all of our viewership, hang on. We have people here. It's great to see you. Taking ideas. What are we doing for the next stream? What are we doing? I wrote something down. What did I write? We will be talking about House of the Dragon, but we're also going to do something else next stream. So, how will the wall fall? Sure. Keep it coming. What are we doing next stream? Start a poll. Facecam with gameplay. Let's see. What have we had? You guys want to name 100 women? Name 100 fictional women? Oh, wait. When's Father's Day? When is Father's Day? Someone tell me when Father's Day is. Dad bracket. Wait, what is the topic of the next stream? Dad bracket. Is it too early? I guess my only question is it too early? When is Father's Day 2026? It's Sunday, June 21st. I think it's exactly the right time for a dad bracket. I think it's the right time for a dad bracket. We'll do the dad bracket, and then if people like the dad bracket, then we will be able to put it out as a produced video for Father's Day. We'll see if we can do that. All right, dad bracket. What else you got? A Sunday. Oh, it's on the premiere of House of the Dragon. Can we talk about Euron? Can we talk about Euron? Gameplay. There we go. The ad section. The entire House of the Dragon. There we go. Oh, yep. I love Children of Aegon the Fourth. There we go. All right, you guys do this poll. I need to step to the restroom. I'll be right back. None of you guys go anywhere. Fill out the poll, and I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. I also need food. Oh, no, wait, hang on. It's this. Talk amongst yourselves. Nobody panic. I've posted a runoff election. If you want to vote, you better do it fast. Nobody ever votes in runoffs, and they all complain. Is this my stream shirt now? No. I just have a series of fun nerdy shirts, and this is the one that was clean. I got a few. I got a Thanos somewhere. Or some other ones that I'm fond of. I have an Incredibles. I like that one quite a bit. I have a Pokemon shirt that doesn't quite fit. But it isn't because I've been gaining weight, it's because I've been bulking up a little bit. And so like it like tears at my shoulders. I love that shirt. That is the shirt that I wear like when it's socially acceptable to be shirtless, but I don't want to be, because it fully doesn't button. Man, Zach makes good music, dude. Yeah, I mean, you know, if you guys ever successfully, like if we ever do a stream reward where it's Tom shirtless, then you might see the Pokemon shirt. Right, I'll start the stream in the Pokemon shirt and then take the Pokemon shirt off. But as for right now, nope. Okay. We are back over here. This is what we are doing today. Wait, let's do that one time for real. Did I hear Strip Family Feud? Pokemon shirt stream? See, this is just, hang on. It's an interesting question, isn't it? that people on the internet need to like discuss. How many dollars does it take to get me to take my shirt off? And I don't know. I don't know. You know what? Make me an offer. Oh man. Like as how to phrase as like body positive and sex positive, as a body positive hoe, I am unusually averse to taking my clothes off. I don't like the way that I look naked. So that Tom makes out with anyone is $5. Tom takes his shirt off is much higher. What is the price of a Bills sponsored table and delivery? Bills table for purchase. For like a nice one, like $325. Like $325. Yeah, about that. As a means of getting your shirt off. I decline comment. Bill's table should be cheap. They're all broken. No, see, that's the problem. Is there's a huge supply problem. Oh, the Costco folding tables are like $30. We manufacture them cheap. Yeah, we got a lot of them. All right, everybody. Here we go. So we need like an ordering system, which I guess is this. I guess we do insert column, chapter. So this is prologue. Tom is shirtless and smashes a table, stream idea. Okay, super chatters engage. I'll tell you what. I will start the poll if someone donates like more than $30. We'll start the challenge. But if no, like we're not starting the challenge. We're not starting the challenge on something that's stupid that easily. Right? We'll start a goal. Who's up proing their log? I see. So what I need is the help of some nerds to run through the wiki with me and to figure out what chapter each of these things happens in. Game of Thrones. Wiki of Ice and Fire. Very nice. Do I need to go through the chapters one by one? That sucks. I don't want to go through the chapters one by one. Game of Thrones, Chapter 1. All right, I guess we back out and we go to. I guess I can show you guys what I'm doing over here. Nero. There's 27 people watching, which is bonkers. Game of Thrones is okay. No. Where is Waymar Royce? Yes, please. No. Ah, prologue, there we go. And then we have followed by, right? Oh my god, dude, I fucking hate this numbering system. I hate this numbering system so much. We as a society desperately, we as a fandom desperately need to get rid of this numbering system. Desperately. I can't look up a goddamn thing. It's so hard to look shit up. Like, why does this say brand 1, brand 2 instead of chapter 1? I need to know which things I like. Does Catelyn 2 come after or before brand 2? I don't know. No one knows. Okay, this is a Game of Thrones chapter 1, a Game of Thrones chapter 2. Thank you. All right, here we go. Everybody ready? We're going to do one of these and then one of these. We're going to see if we can manage this. No, not chess, please. It's this one. Right. Okay, it's Bran 1. Okay, what if we do it this way? Can you guys see this? Not really. So we gotta like scooch this way a little bit. That's fine. Insert POV chapter. This is prologue. Prologue. Okay, so we take this. Is that visible now? Just see. Let me just see. Maybe we just need to see. Yeah, that seems fine. We'll scooch a hair more. There we are. That's okay. So this is in... so might it be the best way to do it to start with Bran's POV? Bran is chapter 1. Bran, I guess we should just do 1. Bran 1. Game of Thrones. Bran gets a dog. That also happens Bran 1. Does he promise his mom he won't climb? They inspect the corpse. No. Okay, so take me to Bran 2. Does he fall at the end of this? Yeah, he does. Okay, so all of this happens in chapter 8, Bran 2, Game of Thrones. The dream happens in Bran 3, I assume. Yes, and then he wakes up. Yeah, I guess that's it. This is chapter 17. This may not be super visible to you guys, so we'll scooch it over a bit more. There we go. Chapter 17, Bran 3, Game of Thrones. Why are they not just chaptered? Why do we not just number them? All right, 24. This does not happen in Bran's story. This is Old Nan. Does he get his saddle this chapter? He does. Long time since okay, yep. 24. Bran 4, Game of Thrones. Okay. 37. Bran 5. Game of Thrones. Bam, 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 bam. Osha surrenders. Wow, we're really doing like 2 things a chapter, huh? Okay, cool. Keep it going. This is 53. Bran 6. Game of Thrones. Osha and Bran discuss the old gods. Robb Stark calls his banners. Does that happen in this chapter? Yes, it does. Is there a feast here? There's not. Okay, so this is... Bran is taught by Lewin. Right? Lewin? Yes, yep. Osha and Bran talk about the old gods, and Robb Stark calls his banners. That happens, like, sort of between chapters, but... A feast is held in which... Greatjon Umber... Oh, does Bran not see this feast? Does Bran not see this feast? Bran might not see this feast. Whoa, that's a crazy picture of Shaggy Dog. This is number 66. Bran 7. 7. Game of Thrones. And that is the end of Bran's story. Okay, I am going to the chat. When I first got the books, I started handwriting out a table of contents. I couldn't handle it. I know, it's crazy. A good friend of mine, Bill, once said, "What's past is prologue." Have I been ligma'd? Shit. Surely someone out there has found an edition of the books with a table of contents by now, right? If I recall correctly, Bran is at the feast, but we are not in his head for it. Does anyone know... anybody know which POV that is? I guess it doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. I guess then this is not really a... That's Jon's POV? How could that be Jon's POV? Where Greatjon Umber has his fingers bit off. Yeah, but where Greatjon Umber gets his... Where Greatjon Umber is. Where he gets his fingers bit off by Greywind. Interesting. That's a Catelyn. Mayo, that doesn't have the text-to-speech on? Mayo, thank you for the 1-month membership. That doesn't have the text-to-speech on? Why does that not have the text-to-speech on? Hang on. Minus. Tap. Tap. The stream... Okay, next stream is also... what's it called? What did we decide on? The Children of Aegon the Fourth. The stream elements text-to-speech is not working for monthly renewals. We'll have to fix that. Mayo, thank you very much for the for 1 month of being our first channel member, I think. 1 month of being the first member on the channel. The first member. First member. First member. Oop. Guys, I'm tired. And I can't do data analysis anymore. I can't. I just can't do it. I'm tired. And I want to go to bed. And it's 1:20 and I have to work. Would you guys be mad at me? Are you guys going to be mad at me if I say I'm done with this bullshit for the day? Mayo, you may be like the second. Maybe like you're not more than like the fifth. I have to go do stuff after this. And the cats have been bothering my eyes more than usual. Help me brainstorm some stuff for future streams. Listen, take me down to like the dumb stream ideas. I'm sorry, I can't, like, this project, I love it so much. This project is one of the most fun things that I've done in like a long time. But it is like super brain intensive. And I just don't want to do it. It feels so much like data entry. And between yourselves and myself, I did a ton of data stuff for the channel yesterday when I did the breakouts for all of the Family Feud stuff. I got a banger one, but I'd like to work it out first. Stream idea, ranking Game of Thrones meme moments. Would you guys do a meme stream? I don't know if we have quite enough regular viewers. Right, like, take me down to dumb theme ideas, dumb stream ideas. Right, like, this is an awesome stream. A lot of fun people I know have done this exactly. Set up a player to play clips from chat and feed them in. And if I laugh, I have to start over or something. Oh my god, what do you think of just like Tom plays Balatro? Wait, no. Tom plays Balatro. I just want to play Balatro today. Tom. Oh, this is supposed to be like this. Or book 2, break down the sworn sword. I would totally do that. Bring me in here. Tom drunk reads the sworn sword. Absolutely. Stream idea, was Oris Baratheon really Aegon's half-brother? Was Oris really related to Aegon? Zach.
Thank you for your patronage.
Stop stucking.
Stream idea, Zach, stop stucking us.
Zach is also working. $8.75 says Stone Snake. If you laugh, you have to give us 15 copies of The Winds of Winter. What would I give you guys if I laugh? What's like the punishment? What's the punishment for me? I have no idea. Guys, I don't mean it to be abrupt, but I can feel myself crashing and I'm working on 2 hours of sleep and I have to go and work. So I think that's it for the day. I think that's it. We did some good stuff. We got some good analysis done. We learned that House of the Dragon is 8 episodes. Oh my God, season 2 is 8 episodes. Why? Why is season 2 8 episodes? Great stream. Thank you. Have fun. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you so much. I'm sorry it's a low energy stream. We also learned that...
Thank you for your patronage.
Thank
Go
you,
to bed,
Kirsty.
Tom. Kissing face emoji, sleepy emoji, purple heart emoji, sleepy emoji.
If you laugh, you have to shave your head. Is that some kind of joke? I wish you many Red Bulls. I'm allergic to Red Bull. I'm allergic to almost all energy drinks. Would you rather have 8 episodes per season as they are now, or 20 episodes but with lower production value? Like, with lower production value? I would prefer lower production value. Now, if you mean, like, writing quality or acting quality...
Thank you for your patronage.
Bald is beautiful.
What? You guys do this at the end of every stream. I'm gonna say no one's allowed to donate in the last like 5 minutes of a stream. I'm trying to close the stream, and you guys are giving me money. No more giving me money. We learned that most dragon things are bad. No, that most dragon things are neutral. Most dragon things come out to an average of fine. Which is maybe worse. If given the choice, right? I think about it like Star Trek. Star Trek overwhelmingly, and I didn't watch the most recent ones, but Star Trek has incredibly low production value, right? Like, it's cheap, it's shitty. The masks, like the aliens are just dudes in makeup, and the doors are literally made of plywood. And they have 26 episodes per season. I would much rather that. Absolutely. If they are trying to spend their money, if they would rather spend their money, if they give me the choice, for me personally...
Thank you for your patronage.
You can't stop me. You're not my dad.
You don't know that. If the choice is between, like, 8 dragon scenes, but 1 scene of, nerds talking... versus 1 dragon scene and 8 scenes of nerds talking, I'd take the nerds talking. Right? I prefer the nerds talking. I love the drag. All right, I love the drag. I would prefer a healthy mix. But if I had to pick between high production value and high episode count, I would take high episode count for sure. If you laugh, you have to change your name on the next theory video and not tell Zach why. Tom 9. Stone Snake is rating something. Stone Snake has been rating our... Or counting? Stone Snake, have you been counting? The gray in my beard says I do know that. Damn it. Maybe I just look fantastic. Have you ever considered that? Have you ever considered that I maybe just look fantastic for my age? Goodbye, guys. I'll let you guys have the outro that I know you guys really like. Yeah, dude. Start a poll. What impression to put as goal next stream? I'll give you guys a goal next stream, I guess. Wait, why do we say What goal next stream? Christopher Walken. Let's see. What else do we have in here? Christopher Walken. Current top donor gets to ban a word. A word. Let's say bans a word. How about we'll say Ligma and then Ligma contest. There you go. Vote on that. Which of these do you want to be? This is not Christopher Walken reads The Forsaken. Christopher Walken's The Forsaken. Current top donor bans a word or Ligma contest. What if they ban the word the? Then they ban the word the. Then you can't use the word the. What do you want from me? There we go. Start poll. You better vote. Now, this is not what we're doing next stream. This will be the goal for next stream. So we'll put a goal up. We'll put a donation goal. And I'm not putting down Tom takes his shirt off this time. Tom takes his shirt off. I'm not taking my shirt off on stream for less than like $100. We have 4 votes. There's still 26 people in the chat. Where's Zach's music? Get in here. Really? I thought that current top donor bans a word was going to be more popular. Literally 1984. Maybe we should do most recent donor bans a word. That's kind of funny. Most recent donor bans a word. Mira was showing me some of the cool settings in the back. And you can ban, like, specific stuff. Wait, maybe that was... Michael. Oh, with 12 votes in. I can't find a transcription of The Forsaken. I need a quote for a theory. So the Christopher Walken reading would be the most appreciated. You got it. I'm not reading the whole thing. I can't read the whole thing. That would be like 45 minutes. Well, yeah, but the idea of a Ligma Dragonfire says every stream is a Ligma contest. Yes, but if it's an actual Ligma contest, then if you successfully Ligma me, then something bad happens to me. I remember watching a Studio C studio where they had one of the cast do an impression of Christopher Walken singing Seal's Kiss from a Rose. Let's see if I can find Kiss from a Rose lyrics. Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grey. You're telling me... Hang on, we're coming back here for just a second. You're telling me that this is grey. I thought it was on the grave. This is Kiss from a Rose on the grey. What the heck is the grey? A light hits the gloom on the grey. What is the grey? Wow. I don't know what the grey is. We're gonna be here forever. We're never gonna actually get out of the recording. Alright, I'm ending the poll. Christopher Walken's The Forsaken has won, and I'm going in, and on the next stream, start a goal. Christopher Walken reads The Forsaken. Kirsty, I can't go to bed. I have to go do other work now. Gotta watch 7 Psychopaths and see Christopher Walken being chilling. You got it. I love a scary movie. Yo, I'm definitely putting down on here, Tom needs to talk about the back rooms. Dragonfire says, working on these. These what? I'll be more prepared for that than my own videos. You have to read the whole thing, no rug pulls. I'll rug pull whatever I want. Let's see. A Song of Ice and Fire, The Forsaken. How long is it? Whoever was looking for quotes from The Forsaken, here it is on GitHub. What's your favorite Christopher Walken movie? Can I say Pulp Fiction? Is that cheating? Wow. I had these nuts in my mouth for 4 years. I got a fever. I got a fever and I might pass out. Wow. What do we think of a... I might have done this. This might already be on the stupid streams list. Tom starts a timer. Anyone who donates adds that number of minutes to the timer. Stream ends when the timer is up. Is that funny or is that nonsense? How long do we start the timer for? As a timer for 1 hour. Anyone who donates adds that number of minutes to the timer. Stream ends when the timer's up. Should it be half that number of minutes? Should be a quarter that number of minutes. I don't know. Listen, I just don't know. Alright, guys, I'm ending the stream. It's funny, but I'm a little too poor right now. You're right, I forgot. We're all poor writers in this fandom. Oh, while we're here, my mom has requested a copy of my book. Yeah, don't forget to like the stream, please. My mother has requested a copy of my book because it is very fast approaching completion and will probably be available for purchase. $2 for 30 seconds seems rough. I feel like $1 for 1 minute seems like the right way to go. The It'd be funny to donate $300, but I need to save up for Pokemon shirt stream. You got it. I'm gonna share this with my mom. She wants to read it. I hope anyone who really super duper wants to considers checking out the book when it's done. Take me to Gmail. This is like, I should do this more often. There's still 26 people in here listening to me talking a Christopher Walken voice while I'm just like getting stuff done. There we go. She now has an editing copy of the book. Good night, Kirsty. Thank you very much for being here. Christopher Walken reads A Song of Ice and Fire ASMR. The trouble with schools is they're always trying to teach you the wrong lesson. Believe me, I've been kicked out of enough of them to know. They want you to be less callow, less shallow. I say, why invite stressing? No more trouble and strife. You try to live an unexamined life. Wow. I will go to bed early tonight. Dancing through life, swaying and sweeping, and always keeping cool. Nothing matters, and saying nothing matters will keep you dancing through. Wow. Alright, that's it. That's it, beautiful people. That's the last of the bits I can do. Go away. I don't want to see you anymore. Isosceles. Wait, no. I isosceles nuts. No!